Good evening, dear Kuwait television viewers, and welcome to another new episode of your weekly program, Kuwait in 30 Minutes. The English News and Political Programs Department has prepared a variety of reports that highlight the main events that have recently taken place across Kuwait. Our committed team of reporters is constantly engaged in numerous events with the objective of keeping you, dear viewers, aware of the latest information, regulations, and policies. Our aim is to help you obtain information on the latest developments at the local scene. So stay tuned for more coming your way this evening. Dear viewers, thank you once again for joining us with your favorite show, Kuwait in 30 Minutes. As 2017 comes to an end, Expo 965 Team 4 Cultural and Handcrafts Exhibition organizes a special day at the Kuwait Ministry of Defense camp in Sabhan. Main attractions held included the Kuwait Old Cars team, the exotic vocal burst performance, and the genuine traditional craftswork and display that was held in the main tent. In this unique type of attraction, the camp provided an excellent setting for organizers, performers, visitors, and craftsmen to interact, engage, and discuss the various displays. The Ministry of Defense camp is managed by a public relations office on site where visitors are welcome and their questions answered. Among the attendees were officials, events organizers, families, and guests from both Kuwait and abroad. Reporter Najla Sadiq has more.
Among the very unique and in-demand displays was the classic old cars display, organized by the Q8 Old Cars team, which was located in the center of the camp. Visitors were given the opportunity to come very close to the vehicles, and children were permitted to enter the classics and have their photos taken.
Actually, we are some guys, we are collector, and we have many cars and many type of cars, Japanese or United States or from Europe. And today we share our Ministry of Defense to share in this conference and in this camp. Actually, the people in Kuwait, they like this seasons of winter to share and enjoy in this weather. Okay, and one type of to have an event. Okay, our team or our organization today we share people in this camp and explain him for the safety first, second the rules, okay, and also the type of the cars and what we do, how we build or restoration the cars.
A very lively and exciting performance was delivered by the exotic vocal birds that have been brought to Kuwait from various parts of the world. Visitors had the joy of coming very close to these birds throughout the day and enjoyed being playful with these very precious, colorful creatures under close supervision and having their questions answered.
Today we will become to the مخيم الدفاع اللي هو كامب الدفاع with my birds and my group هواية تجمعنا. The manager here tell me from my group come to camps دفاع because that my team all them come to here to enjoy it and show the people the bird what he do, what can do with the people, with anyone in the plus. The bird can do everything, same the dog, same any animals in the home you can make him. He can play, talking, listening. Be careful.
The main tent contained the traditional display items, ranging from very old to being crafted on site. The traditional items included precious rosaries, mini collectibles, old-fashioned housing structures, weaving machinery, and much more.
Well, this is my first time being in this camp. It's very nice, well organized. I like the tent, traditional tent. I like the traditional things in the camp. Weather is nice, amazing at this time of year, and so many traditional goods. I came here to see my favorite part is the rosaries.
Rosaries. Well, tell us a little bit about, what you think of the rosary display.
Rosaries, very. It's my passion to collect these rosaries. So I have a very big collection, and I see wherever I see rosaries stands, I go right away. That was my first. That will be my first place to visit and to check. They are nice things, and they're well common over here in Kuwait. People, they carry them everywhere almost.
And at the same time, I'm very pleased and honored to be a member of the Expo 965 team for cultural and handcrafts events, and for the people with a lot of talents. Okay, yeah, talented Kuwaitis. Today I'm participating here with the team Expo 965 in this camp, which is being held by the Ministry of Defense in this very beautiful location, very beautiful weather today. It's warm a little bit, and I'm working on weaving. This is my specialty. My specialty is designing looms. Looms are the machines that we use for weaving. For example, this one is called a table loom, but I purchased this one. I did not invent it or make it. I have other looms that are, today I did not bring them here with me. I'm using this loom, it's called a table loom, and I'm using it to weave a small piece here, small piece of carpet or an area rug, which I'm planning to use it for prayers. This is going to be my personal piece that I will use it around. And the width here, for example, it's about 60 centimeters, and I'll weave it to be about 1.5 meter or about 120 centimeters. This machine allows me, with the 8 heralds that I have here, to weave so many different pieces that I have them here in the background. So I'm very pleased to show my, let's say, expertise today, and I'm willing to answer any question that relates to my weaving.
Kuwait Ministry of Defense has a significant and very appreciated role in not only maintaining a safe Kuwait, but in engaging the various sects of the community by holding socially intriguing functions where people come together through history, culture, and talent. Kuwait's tradition is very much reflected in their present and will remain embellishing its future. Guests were thankful and expressed their wish to see more events of this kind to take place. Expo 965 from Kuwait Ministry of Defense Camp in Sabhan. I'm Najla Sadiq reporting for Kuwait in 30 minutes.
The 23rd Arabian Gulf Cup first semi-final match between Bahrain and Oman kicked off at Jabir Al Ahmed International Stadium. Here is more from the match.
The group stages of the Gulf Cup have drawn to a close. After the opening 3 games for each side, the first semi-finalists to play for a spot at the title are between Oman versus Bahrain. Oman qualified for the semi-finals after beating Saudi Arabia 2-1, Kuwait 1-0 following a 1-0 defeat in their opening game against the UAE, and won Group A in the process. Bahrain reached the semi-finals of the Gulf Cup following a thrilling 1-1 draw with defending champions Qatar. A second-half strike by Ali Jafar helped Bahrain get the much-needed 1 point to finish above Qatar in Group B.
Alhamdulillah, the God bless us in this match, and we do it what the coach wanted from us. We played very good first half, and we scored what we wanted. After that, we returned to back because the coach wanted from us to defense, and we play for counter-attack for second half. That's what we do it. That's what the coach wants from us, and we do it great. We're cutting the chance from Bahrain team, and we play for counter-attack. We have a chance, but we could not score it. And finally, alhamdulillah, and we hope that God bless us, and we won in the final, inshallah.
Bahrain will be hard to beat given their ability to defend and keep games close. They proved against Qatar that despite going a goal down, they can still attack when necessary. Bahrain are looking to rewrite history as they are aiming to secure not only their first ever appearance in the final since the competition moved to its new format in 2004, but also their maiden Gulf Cup title. Bahrain's best finish in the Gulf Cup has been as runners-up 4 times in the past, including in the inaugural year of the competition in 1970, then in 1982, 1992, and last time in 2003, when the tournament was played in a single round-robin format. Oman are aiming for a second Gulf Cup title. Their first was in 2009.
Tonight here in the 23rd Arabian Gulf Cup, we have seen here the first semi-final between Oman versus Bahrain. The victory tonight goes to Oman, 1-0. Reporting from the Jabal Al Ahmed International Stadium, this is Taslim Rasul for Kuwait in 30 minutes.
In another match from the 23rd Arabian Gulf Cup, Kuwait played UAE, where the match kicked off at Jabal Ahmed International Stadium. Here is more in this report.
Kuwait and the UAE football teams played at the Jabal International Stadium at the end of the Group A competitions of the 23rd Arabian Gulf Cup. The match is important for both teams as the Emirates seeks winning or at very least to secure the semi-final qualification, while Kuwaitis are looking for their first win to satisfy their fans. The UAE team beat Oman in the first round of their Group A with a 1-0. Drew with Saudi Arabia in the second round, while Kuwait lost in the first and second rounds respectively against Saudi Arabia and Oman. Kuwait and the United Arab Emirates have won 19 times in the Arab Gulf Cup, and Kuwait had won 10 times while the UAE won 7. They tied twice.
Tonight's match in the 23rd Arabian Gulf Cup is between Kuwait and the UAE. It is an important match for the UAE as a win will secure their place in the semi-final. Unfortunately for Kuwait, it's their last match of the tournament, having lost both matches in their group, losing to Saudi Arabia 2-1 and to Oman 1-0. Still, fans have turned out here in the thousands in support for the Kuwait national team, and they're still hoping for some kind of victory here tonight. Reporting from the Jabal Al Ahmed International Stadium, this is Taslim Rasul for Kuwait in 30 minutes.
The next match of the Arabian Gulf Cup puts Saudi Arabia against UAE. The match held at Jabal Ahmed International Stadium was important for both teams because the winner will move up and qualify for next phase. However, the match ended with a draw, which played in favor of both Kuwait and Oman, who were in the same group. Here's more from the match.
Both teams neither scored a goal, leaving the end result as a draw. The UAE is ready for the tough battle against Saudi Arabia. The UAE coach Alberto Zaccheroni sees the second Gulf Cup match for the UAE against Saudi Arabia as one of the toughest hurdles in their quest to regain the title the Whites last won in 2013. The first round contests were pretty close for almost every team. The UAE won the first match 1-0 in a not-so-impressive first match of the tournament. The Saudi Arabia team had a good game against Kuwait and have qualified for the World Cup in Russia 2018 and have a very strong local league.
Tonight is the third match of the Group A tournament of the 23rd Arabian Gulf Cup between Saudi Arabia and the UAE. Both teams won their first match, Saudi Arabia beating Kuwait 2-1 and the UAE beating Oman 1-0. So tonight's game is very interesting to see who out of the two teams are going to win tonight. Arguably, Saudi Arabia is the strongest team, being qualified in the 2018 World Cup. But it's anybody's ball game. Reporting from the Jabba Al Ahmed International Stadium, this is Taslima Rasool for Kuwait in 30 minutes.
The final match we have tonight from the 23rd Arabian Gulf Cup was between Kuwait and Oman. The match kicked off at Jabal Al Ahmed International Stadium. Here's more from the match.
The match between Oman versus Kuwait is an important one as it decides the fate of the third place in the group 3rd Arabian Gulf Cup. Both teams lost the first match in their group, with Kuwait losing to Saudi 2-1 and Oman beaten